Evaluate Compete is being developed for members of ROV teams that are designing and building underwater robotic vehicles and intend to compete in a regional or international ROV competition. Each year, the MATE ROV competition theme focuses on a real-world challenge, from exploring and documenting shipwrecks to remediating the impacts of an oil spill and installing instruments for a cabled observatory on the ocean bottom. The challenge is presented to students in the form of an RFP, or request for proposals. In addition to the underwater mission tasks, ROV teams are required to prepare what the competition refers to as engineering and communication components. These components include written technical reports, oral engineering presentations, and marketing displays. Evaluate Compete, known as eCompete, builds upon the structure and functionality of Evaluate UR. The essential features of the Evaluate method involve an initial set of open-ended questions that provide students an opportunity to share their ideas about the research process as well as their career plans. Several times as the research is taking place, the students and the ROV advisors, or teachers, complete the assessments. The assessments identify a diverse range of behaviors and actions that both the students and teachers score using a 5-point scale based on the frequency of the outcome, from 1 equals never to 5 equals always. Following the submission of the assessments, discussions between students and teachers take place that provide an opportunity to consider the reasons for assigning particular scores. More details about the Evaluate method is provided on the project website. eCompete has 9 outcome categories. These are communication, creativity, autonomy, ability to deal with obstacles, intellectual development, critical thinking and problem solving, ROV project knowledge and skills, teamwork and collaboration, and entrepreneurship. Each category is defined by several components. For example, the ability to overcome obstacles is defined by the following 3 components: is not discouraged by setbacks or unforeseen events and perseveres when challenges are encountered, shows flexibility and a willingness to take risks and try again, troubleshoots problems and searches for ways to do things more effectively. eCompete also has ROV-specific outcome categories that align with criteria used by competition judges and can be used to help assess the students' levels of understanding of key technical concepts. These ROV-specific outcome categories include vehicle design, buoyancy and propulsion, system design, structure, control and electrical systems, sensors, payload and tools, safety, project management, and technology and society. There's an option for ROV team advisors to add any of these or other outcomes to the assessment to help track the students' progress. For example, for sensors, payload, and tools, the ROV team advisor might want to add an outcome such as displays knowledge of sensors and tools and the ability to identify and evaluate them to meet competition mission requirements. eCompete is aligned with the knowledge and skills considered essential for today's STEM technician workforce. We anticipate that eCompete will allow teachers to demonstrate student learning gains in technical and employability skills as well as metacognitive thinking. The outcome categories include many of the employability competencies identified by employers, including critical thinking, oral and written communications, effective time management, motivation, perseverance, and the ability to make decisions and solve problems, often by thinking outside of the box. There are 5 discrete stages for eCompete, and the assessments can be repeated 2 additional times for a year-long experience. The open-ended questions are done at the beginning and just before the last assessment. The sequence above is for an ROV team that starts in the fall and finishes up just shortly before the ROV competition in May and June. eCompete will generate score reports showing each outcome component and the score given by the student and teacher, and there will also be a built-in statistical package similar to Evaluate UR's Easy Stats that summarizes statistical measures for all of the outcome components. To keep students and teachers on track, automated messages are built into eCompete. This means that no one has to remember all of the steps that need to be completed. They are prompted at the proper time what step needs to be completed. Dashboards are available to students and teachers to review what steps have been completed and the steps to be completed. The dashboard for eCompete has not yet been developed, but it will look similar to the dashboard for Evaluate UR. eCompete has benefits that are valuable to students as well as their teachers. While the assessments rely on a 5-point rubric that reflects the frequency that a particular outcome behavior occurs, the method stresses that it is the conversation, more than the assigned score, that matters most. The conversations are non-confrontational or are done in a way that encourages the students and teachers to respectfully consider the students' academic strengths and weaknesses and consider things the students might wish to explore as they continue their ROV design. This approach provides multiple opportunities for students to receive feedback about their progress, and it helps students learn and practice the discipline of realistic self-assessment that should serve them well throughout their education and employment. The benefits to students include introducing them to a comprehensive list of competencies and skills, including but going beyond subject area knowledge, repeated assessments and follow-up conversations that provide students with regular feedback about their progress, and it helps students develop greater self-awareness and confidence. The benefits of eCompete to ROV advisors include providing a framework and specific instruments for the students in them to exchange views about how well students are doing across a wide range of variables with direct bearing on their research progress. This provides for a consistent and reliable assessment of the students' academic strengths and weaknesses, and it allows the ROV advisor or teacher to focus their efforts to make the research more productive. The first round of pilot testing for eCompete is planned for the fall of 2021, with students competing in ROV competitions in 2022. We will be recruiting ROV teams for the second round of pilot testing that will take place starting in the fall of 2022. While this competition season is focused on building the infrastructure for eCompete, this is an opportune time to reiterate that the MATE ROV competition focuses on challenges from the ocean workplace. The theme for the 2021 MATE ROV competition is Excite, Educate, Empower, Students' Engineering Solutions to Global Problems. The 2021 competition challenges students in 3 specific task areas: remediating plastic pollution in our world ocean, assessing climate change's impact on coral reefs, and maintaining healthy waterways. The theme for the 2022 competition season will be released next fall. Evaluate UR has a robust website with many resources to support asynchronous training to become familiar with the Evaluate UR method and its implementation. We are intending to develop similar resources for eCompete. Webinars and other training opportunities will complement the digital resources. If you have any questions about eCompete, please send us an email and we will be happy to get back to you. Thank you for listening.